Hi you guys, this is Allison hanging out in my space to craft, and I think this is my last page of my Easter page kits that I put together. So this looks like it's going to be a 2-page layout. Let's take a look at what papers I have. So I was basing everything off of this beautiful and fun piece of Happy Easter paper with some sparkly eggs and little chicks. And so I pulled out all the different colors that are in here. Well, I didn't really pull out pink, but I've done so much pink for this Easter, so I'm okay not adding more pink. So I have some turquoise cardstock scraps and some yellow scraps of bright yellow, like these little chickies. I have some orange scraps, which are really cute. 2 different. This one's Stampin' Up, and this one is, I think it's Creative Memories from a specialty pack. It's thick cardstock. And then I have 2 green pieces that are Creative Memories from, I think, garden, like spring garden collection. So the reason I did the green, it was what I had out. I could have used white. In fact, I may choose to do white. We'll see if I want to brighten this up. So this was coloring Easter eggs, and so close-up of eggs and a close-up of eggs in a basket, and then some in-process coloring. And all right, so I filtered down the pictures, so it'll be a total of 5 photos, and I'm figuring out which scraps I want to use to mat the photos. The whole rest of this video is sped up, and I think by the time I sped it up to about 3.5 times, it only takes about 12 minutes. So I did a little hemming and hawing over where to cut this paper, and what I decided to do was to do a little bit larger at the bottom, and then a shorter, a more narrow piece at the top, but make it so that both the bottom and the top strips end in the Happy Easter. So just a little, picking out the optimum areas for each. Oh, sorry, I misspoke. The top and the bottom very tops say Happy Easter. And then the bottom ends in a little swirl. And I think this looks good. It breaks up the green a little bit. And I was happy with that. It's a lot of pattern because it's a stripe and with the eggs and stuff, so you don't need a whole lot of other pattern paper. All right, I came back and I had looked at putting a big block of turquoise across the page, across the 2 pages to tie them together. It just didn't add to the page. It kind of took away from the impact of the page. So instead, I just matted 2 of these photos in the turquoise, and I was happier with that. It just felt more cohesive, and that turquoise was just stuck out. It didn't fit well as a large block. So now I've gone off and created ephemera. So I made a whole bunch of eggs. I used some die cuts to cut them out. Some of them were layered. I used this ombre stamp and embossed it, and then used some stickles, turquoise stickles on the little dots. This one is embossed And then I added some Stardust embossing powder on top of the first emboss to add a little bit of sparkle to the polka dots on that. So it's just a variety of eggs. All of these, I also used a shimmer brush, this scrapbook.com clear shimmer on the papers for the cardstock eggs. And then they have, most of them I think have glitter underneath, so the little cutouts show glitter. And I'm just showing you there that one of my ombre eggs didn't come out as well as the other one. Actually, it wasn't ombre, it was pickled raspberry, or picked raspberry. I always say pickled raspberry. That's what stuck in my head. So I wasn't as happy with that one, but I kept the one that I was happiest with. And then just making some 3 little clusters of eggs. So pretty simple embellishment, and all handmade embellishments, nothing really from a sticker book. I had thought about maybe going and looking for some wordy bits and things like that, but I've done that on lots of the other pages, so I just didn't bother on this one. I think the pictures kind of speak for themselves, and I enjoyed making the embellishments, the little Easter eggs, and using those on the page. There are a few up there that you can see. There's another orange one that I didn't love on the page, so it didn't make the final cut. This pink one, it's just a simple cut, and then I added some shimmer brush to some of the strips. And then in each cluster, I pop up one of the eggs. So, time to switch out. Adhesive rollers. Good thing I ordered some more from scrapbook.com. They should be here soon, hopefully before I run out of that one. I've been going through a lot of them. I've been doing so many pages lately. So here I'm bringing in the title. It's from a Vicki Boutin puffy titles set, and I shouldn't have stuck this eye down because I ended up wishing that I could move that, and I couldn't once it was glued down. But it's going to be Live in Color. The actual title was Colorful, and it's a whole series of different titles. So I literally just cut the FUL off the word colorful so that we could say Live in Color. And I thought that was an appropriate title for this. And this is not the final placement. I think I moved these letters have to get glued down because they're not super sticky. So I think I end up moving them. I'm just checking it to see, would I rather, see, here's where I'm like, oh, I'd rather move that Live, but I can't really make it work and fit. So, yeah, and it's kind of a weird angle, and the angle's not working for me. So, but I make it all work, and the colors look great with it. They're really saturated. And then these, but the problem with these is they're not sticky at all coming off this sticker sheet. They just don't stick. I don't know if they were originally sticky or if it just, the adhesive just didn't take, but I have to glue that stuff down. So I think, so I'm looking for some little hearts off this Vicki Boutin puffy sheet. So I've got the eggs, and then I just add some hearts in coordinating colors off this sheet. in a couple of places, and then I think I add some enamel dots, and that's it. So pretty simple. I think it's a simple page, but it has high impact with the colors and just those bright photos as well. So in just another few seconds, I think we go to real time and my voice in real time for some close-ups. So please like and subscribe to my channel. Push the notification button. I do post almost every day. So far in the last month, it's been every day, and sometimes 2 videos. If I have an extra video like a haul, it might post an additional time during a day. So come back and watch more pages and cards from scraps and other fun craft stuff. I think we're done. Would have been nice if I could like crunch these up together, but I glued that down too soon. But that's okay. So coloring eggs. Use 2 strips. Lots of different pattern papers and different techniques to make the eggs.